Hey friends, welcome to my channel. Today we are going through what I eat for dinner in a week. So I wanted to share some simple and easy homemade meals that take about an hour to make, and depending on how many people you're cooking for, you can use leftovers for lunch for the next few days and dinner for the following night. I'm not on any type of diet, but I enjoy cooking things that are relatively healthy and hearty because I'm not going to the restaurant and paying $60 for a meal. First, we have creamy shrimp fettuccine. So first I cook the noodles to the instructions on the box. So I let them boil for 8 to 10 minutes. And while that's going, I'm going to go ahead and cook the shrimp. I add the shrimp and season with salt and pepper. But I'm like, well, what if I twist this up a little bit and add a little Cajun kick to this? So I added the Tony Chachere's and a little bit of Old Bay. I'm going to cook the shrimp until they turn pink, and then I'm going to move that over to a bowl. With the same pan, I'm going to add butter, and then I minced my own fresh garlic. So I'm going to put that in and cook that until fragrant for about a minute or so. Then I'm going to add my tomatoes and cook until those start to soften. And I don't really love tomatoes, so I just use like about half of the container, I think. I chop those up in half and then put those in. Same with spinach. I don't love it, but I don't hate it, so I just add in what I had after using it for smoothies and things like that. So just using what I had left. You can add as much or as little tomatoes and spinach as you want, or you can even substitute the spinach for kale. And then of course I'm adding seasoning as I go. So a little bit more of the Tony Chachere's and a little Old Bay. And then I'm going to add in about a cup of heavy cream, and then I'm going to juice a lemon. I'm going to use the whole thing. Get that in there. And then about a half cup of parmesan. You're going to let that simmer until the sauce is thickened. So that's about 4 to 5 minutes. I did about 4 minutes, but I think I could have actually gone longer because the sauce wasn't as thick as I was like envisioning it to be. Then you can go ahead and add the pasta and shrimp to your mix and toss it just to coat the pasta with all of the sauce, and then you can serve. Also made some cheesy garlic bread. I love garlic bread whenever I'm making pasta, and it was so good together. So that was my dinner for Wednesday and Thursday night, lunch Thursday and Friday. And then Friday evening, I just had pizza because I was going out of town and I just wanted something quick and easy. And I also had to do my hair, so didn't want to be spending too much time on cooking today. Plus, I had Papa Rewards, so I got $10 off my order. Yes, I'm excited. I got a different kind of crust this time. Garlic parmesan crust. And I'm really excited for this. This was pretty good last time. Last time, there was so much garlic on here that it went through the box and onto my chairs in the car.
but it doesn't look like it's that much this time.
We went to New York Saturday, came back Saturday, long day. So Sunday was a relaxing day mostly, and then I started cooking super late at like 10 o'clock. But I needed to have a lunch for Monday, Tuesday. So I made something that was relatively easy. This is meatloaf. And you just saw a clip of all the ingredients that I used for this. So going to first mince some onions, just basically chopping them up. I'm using my new food processor. I love this thing. It makes cooking much more easier. And then going to add that to my mixture of black pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, Italian seasoning, and the dried minced onion. Then I'm gonna add a half cup of breadcrumbs, mix that up, and set to the side. In another bowl, I'm going to mix about a third cup of milk, a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, and an egg. And then in your large bowl, you can finally mix the breadcrumb mixture, the egg mixture, and the ground beef. So you want to use your hands to mix the ingredients together until evenly combined, but you don't want to overmix. When you overmix, it can make for meatloaf with a tough, dry texture, and we don't want that. So you want to put the meatloaf in a loaf pan. Now we'll get to the glaze mixture. So for this, you want to use a half cup of ketchup, a tablespoon of brown sugar, and a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. You want to mix that together real good and then spread the glaze evenly over the top and the sides of the meatloaf if you choose. You want to bake the meatloaf for 50 to 55 minutes in a preheated oven that is set to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or until the internal temperature reaches 165 degrees Fahrenheit. For dinner this night, I'm eating the pizza that was left over from Friday night. The meatloaf will just be my lunch for the following day, which you'll see at the end that I'm prepping my lunch for the next day. So I'm going to prep my potatoes, going to get some water boiling, peel and chop my potatoes, put them in the water to let them boil, and check on my meatloaf. The way I like to check my potatoes, I put a knife through it, and if it can go through it without any resistance, it means the potatoes are ready to go. So I'll get my potatoes out, I'll melt some butter, gonna use some heavy cream, some parmesan, some complete seasoning, pepper, and garlic. And then I'll put it in the KitchenAid mixer and let that do its thing. I usually don't measure the ingredients that I'm putting in my mashed potatoes. I just eye them and always just taste it to see if I like how much I'm putting in. If I don't like it, I'll put more in to make it better. And I've noticed, because a lot of trial and error, if you don't put enough milk and or cream in your mashed potatoes, they aren't creamy. And guess what? The next day, when you warm up the mashed potatoes, they'll be hard. So I love to put a generous amount of heavy cream and or milk to ensure that they are creamy, just like I like it. You want to always make sure to taste your mashed potatoes to make sure that you season it to your liking. Gonna clean up a little bit, take pictures for my thumbnail, and prep my lunch for the following day. I hope you enjoyed my easy meals that I made for the week. Let me know in the comments below some other fun, easy, quick recipes that I can try for dinner in the future. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Also, click the subscribe button and the bell to be notified whenever I post. And until the next one, I'll see you later. Bye.